Hi, this is Carla at the Jackson County Public Library in Ripley, West Virginia. This is our fourth Friday of the 5 Fridays of Halloween. This week's segment is about local stories or personal stories. Mine is a personal story. I grew up in this very area on the border between Mount Alto and Cottageville. It was on a hill, and we had a neighbor on each side. Well, the road that runs in front of the house was 33 at the time. It was a main road. Now it's 331 and it's like a secondary road. And on our left side lived a couple of older people, and the older man had a garden. He was an amazing gardener. He kept it up all the time. And on the other side of his house there was a dirt road that angled behind our house. And the reason we went to the main road to go bike riding instead of just going straight to the dirt road was because there was an incredibly steep hill behind all 3 of those houses that was in a row. Well, I think it was probably a summer when I was probably around 9 or 10 years old, my sister and I went bike riding. We did this all the time. We would take our bikes down 33 and hit the dirt road and ride for about, I don't know, half a mile or a mile. It was only about a mile long, and then we would turn around and come back. Well, on our way back this bright sunny day, as we come up to where we would get on the main road, our neighbor Otmer had a pumpkin patch, and as we were topping the little rise, we saw someone in that pumpkin patch just a-hoeing away. So we thought it was Otmer, and we're hollering, "Hey Otmer, hey Otmer." And when he turns around, we noticed there was something incredibly odd about him. It stopped us dead. He had on blue jean overalls, because they were really, it was like too bright of a blue, and it was a green flannel shirt, which seemed kind of odd now that I look back on it because it was warm that day. And the green was really green. He had on a very yellow straw hat, which Otmer never wore, and his hoe was very red. Well, as he turned around, he laid the hoe up on his shoulder like to rest it there. And as we looked at him, there was nothing in his face. It was just a gray mist, and his hands were just a gray mist. This scared us to death. We immediately turned our bikes around and went riding back so that we could cut up through our field and up to our house through that steep bank. Well, just as we get to the bottom of the hill, my sister gets her pants leg caught in the spoke, or not the spoke, but the chain of her bike. Now, she had on bell bottoms, which kind of dates us, and she wrecked. So, being the wonderful good sister, do I stop to help her? No, I am so afraid. I keep pedaling, and she almost keeps up with me, dragging her bike. We were that afraid. We cut across the field and pushed our bikes up a hill that's so steep that you could almost reach out and touch it. And when we got there, Mom said she remembered us coming in snow white, scared to death, and we told that story. And to this day, that stays in my mind. And if you called my sister right now, she would tell you the exact same story. So that's my personal ghost story, or whatever it was story. It was really weird, and we never saw it again or anything like that again. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll have many more of these from the other staff members. And next week we have your personal story. So if you have a personal story that you would like to share, make an appointment to come in, and we'll film it and we'll put it up on October 30th, right before Halloween. Thank you.